Hello children, today we are going to learn a new kind of adverbs. Previously we did adverbs of degree which tell us the intensity of something, but this time we are going to learn adverbs of frequency. There are many times in an English conversation when you need to say how often or how many times you do something. For example, if you ask the questions, how often do you travel? Do you often eat out at a restaurant? How often do you visit your grandparents? To answer these questions, we use adverbs of frequency, and we are going to find out soon what they are. Adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency help you to explain how often something happens or how many times you do an activity. You must have probably used them many times in your conversation. So, are you ready for some examples of these adverbs? Let's take a look. Always, when the action happens all the time. I always say a prayer before bed. Frequently, normally, usually, often, regularly, daily. When the action happens many times. I usually get up at 7. Generally, when the action happens more often than not, she generally gets good marks in the test. Occasionally, sometimes, when the action happens less often, not that often. I occasionally go to bed late. Rarely, seldom, hardly ever, infrequently. When the action happens only a few times. I rarely put salt on my food. Never, when the action doesn't happen at all. Vegetarians never eat meat. Alright? Do not confuse adverbs of frequency with adverbs of time. Okay? Adverbs of time answers the question when, like today, yesterday, tomorrow, etc. But adverbs of frequency answers the question how often. Adverbs of frequency are usually placed before the verb. Look here at the sentence. She often takes her dog to the beach. Often is placed before the verb takes. Alright? I sometimes get stuck in traffic jams on my way home. I usually go for a walk in the evenings. But you can also use them at the beginning of a sentence or at the end. She takes her dog to the beach often. Sometimes I get stuck in traffic jams on my way home. Usually I go for a walk in the evenings. In addition to these adverbs, there are a number of other expressions that can help you to say how often something happens, like once or twice or thrice a day, a week, a month, a year, etc. For example, we used to practice dance twice a week. When something happens at the same time each day, each week, each month, or each year, we use every. We go on a family vacation every year. Remember, adverbs of frequency helps us to explain how often or how many times we do an activity. I will be giving you the list again in PDF. I want you to go through them many times. Alright? Until then, stay safe and take care.